Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host, Nathan P. Butler, author of A Saga on Home Video, Fans Guide to U.S. Star Wars Home Video Releases, which I'm sure you know by now, which is available over on Amazon for those who didn't know already. And this time, we continue our look at some Star Wars releases outside the U.S. with another one that is super rare, but I would argue probably not quite as cool as that The Force Awakens Blue Fan set that we looked at in the last episode. But still, super rare and honestly kind of weird, in my opinion. That is an item from Japan. And I know that this is going to surprise some folks because I know that some folks who are in the Star Wars Home Video group that I'm part of on Facebook that's run by Justin Berger, they have seen this before because they, like me, kind of go trolling and every so often just kind of look around on eBay trying to see what's new. And I'm betting quite a few of them have run into this one, kind of went, what the heck is that? But no, I'm not paying for that in the past. But no. I actually paid for the thing. That item is this. Star Wars Highlight from Japan. You'll see here up at the top, this VHS case, or sort of a case, as we will see, is basically a whole bunch of Star Wars characters and George Lucas just kind of out in the field. Sure, why not? Then Star Wars, text there in Japanese in the center, Highlight. And the company that actually produced this is National McLord. This is National McLord producing this as a promo video for Japan for the company Panasonic, primarily focusing on, if there's any one particular product to focus on, their line of camcorders. But just generally the idea of Panasonic as a leader in audiovisual technology as of when this was made in 1987. Let's keep looking around that package here. What's on the top? It says, National. What's on the bottom? National. Both in English, oddly enough. Spine, Star Wars Highlight, with H, for some reason, there in kind of reddish pink. I'm assuming it was meant to be red and at one point it faded. Down at the bottom, VHS, and then 3 Japanese symbols, I'm assuming probably mean the equivalent of VHS. I don't know. And the back is kind of cool here. George Lucas. That's George Lucas in his, I'm not quite in Return of the Jedi mode, but not quite old yet kind of mode there. With C-3PO, we can really kind of tell his different bottom leg color there in that picture compared to many other ones of him. And then, again, Star Wars Highlight, with Japanese text there in the middle that I'm assuming says something along the lines of Star Wars Highlight. Inside here, you have the tape itself. But let's look at the case before we look at the tape, because I find this kind of hilarious. Notice there's a little copyright up there, I should point out. It does have the little Panasonic thing there with the Japanese text, but then in English, their logo at the time, something new. But if you look inside, it's a little weird, because you can fold these little pieces out. It's a promo video, not a mass-produced thing. And basically, here's your VHS cover. It's not actually a VHS cover that was printed like that, but this is printed and folded around what at the time was a standard national brand VHS container. So we have, National, VHS, Super GT, ooh. Video cassette, VHS up in the corner, Super GT again, National again. Same thing basically on the back, except the copyright information, and that's where we're getting our Nationals for the top and bottom. But it's kind of weird that it's really just kind of a regular VHS case, and this sucker just kind of slips nicely, calmly, over the top of it, and then you slip your tape inside. Kind of weird. Anyway, the tape itself, there's your label there, Star Wars Highlight. Again, with the, did I just flip you off? I'm sorry, Star Wars Highlight. With the Japanese text inside, and the 3 little Japanese symbols underneath. Maybe it means Panasonic. Maybe it means National. Maybe it means VHS. Hell if I know. Thankfully, the actual audio is mostly in, well, at least some of it is in English, as we'll see. and you have Star Wars Highlight there, a little bit of scuffing going on. Somehow, again, the H there in red for some reason. And then the VHS symbol without any accompanying Japanese symbols. I really kind of want to know why that H there is in red. It's really kind of bothering me a little bit. You know, and also notice Star Wars is all run together, not on here, but on here, right? Star Wars, 2 words. Star Wars, 1 word. Highlight gets a space to separate out from Star Wars, but Star and Wars do not. What? And yes, it is the same on this spine versus the 2 words version on either side of that too. Again though, this is a promo video for Panasonic. And again, it's a little weird aside from just the packaging and the whole Star Wars as opposed to Star Wars thing we just saw. And basically it's because of what it contains. It runs about 13 minutes is all. And it has basically 4 segments, which are really more like 3 segments that just run straight through. The first segment is basically sort of a clip show type reel or a sizzle reel for the original trilogy. And it tends to be focused on the ships. So it's like the Millennium Falcon heading to Yavin 4, part of the Battle of Yavin, part of the Battle of Endor, and so on and so on. As opposed to it really focusing on things like the lightsaber battles. I would have expected the lightsaber stuff to get some highlighting here, but no, it's pretty much all space stuff. No text or narration or anything over it, it's just clips of the films. And it's actually cut together fairly well. It's not quite as dynamic and fast-paced as a modern trailer would be. It's alright, but it's all just footage from the films just run together. Almost in chronological order, because it's one film then the next, as opposed to intercutting between them. It's what comes after that that's interesting, which is a Panasonic promo featuring George Lucas, filmed new, including Star Wars characters. It's when they're out in that freaking field for some bloody reason. Then, it plays that same sizzle reel again. Hence why I said there's 4 things, but really 3, because that is just a duplicate. And immediately after that, it shows another promo of George Lucas talking about things, in English, translated to Japanese, to promote Panasonic. The first one is sort of a general Panasonic type thing. The second one's a little more focused on the individual camera. And as weird as they are, and as rare as they are, I didn't want this to pass without giving you a chance to see these the way that we've shown some of the trailers and odd things in the past. Yes, I know it means I can't monetize this video on YouTube. I'll get over it. We're going to take a look here at both of the unique, specific to this video, George Lucas Panasonic promos for Japan from National McLord from 1987. Here's the first one.
I am always thinking of new dreams.
George Lucas.
I dream of visions which have yet to be seen.
いつも新しい夢を考えてきた。
Which have not yet been
見たことのないものを、
From dreams,
聞いたことのない音を
a new reality.
現実の形にしてきた。
In this universe, new dreams and new friends.
この宇宙は新しい夢と仲間でいっぱいだ。
Panasonic, always new dreams, wonderful friends.
パナソニック、いつも新しい夢、素晴らしい仲間。
Panasonic, Itsumo, something new.
It was just weird. Like, hey, Imperial Guards. Hey, Ewoks. Anybody want to go for a picnic out in the middle of the field? Hey, bring a camera along. We'll shoot a promo. That was just odd. I actually like the dynamics of the second one, though, that's a little more cinematic in its feel and a little more grand in scope, thinking of George Lucas as a master filmmaker. That promo is this one.
My job is to surprise everyone, to entertain them.
ジョージ・ルーカス、人を驚かせる、人を楽しませる、それが彼の仕事だ。
Right now, I'm surprised and entertained.
今、 彼は驚いている。楽しんでいる。ジョージ・ルーカスを驚かせ楽しませているもの。キューヘッドの高画質ナショナルマックロードムービー MC15。
McLord, Itsumo, something new.
And when that was done, so was the tape. It's just sizzle reel, promo, done, basically. But what an unusual, weird find for a Star Wars home video library. Again, a Panasonic promo from National McLord from Japan in 1987 with some original promos featuring George Lucas himself. What Star Wars home video library enthusiast would be able to pass it up? Probably almost everybody. I'm probably the one sucker who was willing to pay for it. But dang it, I'm a completist. I needed this for my collection. And now, thankfully, I've had a chance to show you those promos so that you don't have to hunt this down and pay out the nose. You really don't want to ask. But it still wasn't as much as the Blue Fan set, so that's good. With that, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.